With all of the big and dramatic works that we've been doing to transform this into our very first home, you might think that we're crazy when you find out we haven't yet done what we're about to do, or at least attempt to do, in this episode.
Wish us luck.
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new around here, we're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers who got married and after 8 years of van life, found our dream property and moved across the globe to Portugal, where we're now documenting the journey of transforming this historic watermill into our very first home, not on wheels. Now, let's take in a deep breath and let it out. Let the adventure begin.
Welcome back to another episode. We're glad you guys are watching. We have woken up to fog filling our valley, some drizzly mornings, drizzly days like today. We're gonna have a couple more days on the forecast that are like this, but a lot has been happening. We've made a lot of progress on the retaining wall, and I got some things to show you. Well, do you notice anything different over here? We had all kinds of agriculture debris, trees, stumps, all piled up from last year's cleanup. Well, I had about a 3-day bonfire and it is gone, reduced to ash. I'm really happy to have this space open and clear. And this is ready to go. We're gonna have those struts going up to the wall here. Things are coming to life. And back here we got the whole box for what will be a future door.
The box, which is currently covered in white plastic to prevent rainwater from collecting, is where we will have a small set of stairs leading from the door, that is currently a window, up to the raised floor level on the right, since we'll be filling this area with a drainage system and gravel up to where the top of the box is. We'll also have to make a little roof or awning above the steps to keep rainwater from collecting at the foot of the stairs and door.
Sometimes I feel like the project's advancing quickly. Other times we've just had to be patient with it, wait for the materials to be delivered, and get working hard. On other exciting news, we've had our builder out here. We've had some different contractors. Things are really starting to take shape behind the scenes, so we have a lot more we're excited to share with you guys. But it's really starting to rain right now. It's starting to pour. Like I mentioned, it's been on and off all day. For now, I'm gonna take cover. We'll see you when the sun's back out.
This morning, we have our first sighting of Kitty in the cat house. It is raining, so it's a perfect spot. Whoa, that happened. A definite, rock slide. Jeez. Oh, and you see this? This is one of the prized possessions that Drew brought back from the United States because they do not have Reese's peanut butter cups in Europe. Gasp. I know. Hey, are all those Reese's cups for you?
No, I brought them back to share.
Oh, you're so good. But we're going to have to put this little mudslide cleanup project on the back burner because right now Drew and I have to take care of something that we have put off for far too long. So putting off one project for another, but you guys will understand. You know, we've been in Portugal for nearly a year now. And as far as health insurance goes, we've only done traveler's insurance for years. Years and years. Now that we have our NIF, our tax identification number, now that we are residents here in Portugal, we have the opportunity to sign up for the NHS?
The national healthcare system. Yeah.
And
So.
yes, national healthcare system. So we have to go to a Centre de Saúde, a health center, and see just exactly how that's done. We've done some research in the Facebook groups. We see what other people's experiences have been like, what we need to have printed before we go. And there are some things that we need to print. So we're going to go to the library near the health center that we'll be going to. So we'll be heading towards Odemira, which is an hour from us. And we promise to explain why we have to go to a health center that's in a different municipality from where our property is. Things are always a little bit complicated here, it seems, but that's okay. Where there's a will, there's a way. What do you say?
Say let's blow this popsicle stand. Such a clear day out.
So beautiful.
Today's high temperature is 71 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't believe it's that warm.
I think we found the people who cut down eucalyptus trees.
And haul them away. That is one of our massive goals for the springtime right now. Something we direly need to get taken care of and get on pronto.
And they're really hard to get a hold of, these guys. So.
I know. They live in the moment. They're always out here moving wood.
At this point, we've had 2 different teams come out to look at our property, but we're still awaiting quotes and start dates. And the guy that Drew's talking to now, they still hadn't yet responded to our first email. So this is a good step, hopefully. Whoa.
Racetrack. Dirt road. No, it's just a little section.
Luckily.
Beauty of having a rally truck.
Whoa. And then we found ourselves surrounded by the land that was burned in the fires that came close to us and our property this past summer.
It bounces back and recovers so much quicker than I ever anticipated.
I know.
Those are ginormous eucalyptus right there.
Yep. Wow. With eucalyptus trees being such a serious threat, as you can see, they are what burned across acres and acres of land here, causing nearly $10 million worth of damage in 5 days. Literally all eucalyptus. All of it.
And where the big ones were charred and burned, there's little new stubble sprouts.
I wish there weren't.
Touché.
And being that we still have too many of these too close to our home, this year we're taking things very seriously. We want a team to come in, and we just want the 50 meters around our house, if not more, cleared of eucalyptus. Just like being proactive and taking care of things like our health, we need to be proactive and take care of our land in important ways too. Because when we help and take care of ourselves, we make ourselves more able to help others. And isn't that what life's about? So hopefully we will have more on this for you soon. When will it end? They're just everywhere, literally still. No wonder there's no homes over here. And then as we approached our destination, we came upon the most hopeful sight. A beautiful green and grassy field, clear of any eucalyptus. Something we have to look forward to. And we have arrived to the village. Wow. So we've just arrived to the town of Odemira, and some of you might be wondering, why are you guys in a town an hour away from the water mill to register for your health cards? And that's because before we purchased the water mill, we were able to have rent for a place here. And so because our residency cards are associated with that original address, this is where we have to go to get our health numbers. And right now we're going to the library in this town so that we can print out a couple of copies of things like our passport, our NIF, and our residency cards. And then we'll be going to the health center, which, fingers crossed, hopefully there's not a big wait or anything.
Wow, look at their rockfall, probably from the recent storm.
Whoa.
There's some old rocks put in there.
Gotta get Andy and Terry on that.
Somebody's gonna have to get a wheelbarrow out.
Oh my gosh. Wow. We thought what we had was a lot of work. Forget about it.
Additionally, I read on the Portugal news that they're having issues with some of the coastal cliffs in the sinkholes right on the edge of the sea collapsing.
Reinforcement is needed everywhere.
I mean, those cliffs are so beautiful to think of those just collapsing like right in front of your eyes. I know a big one in Lagos actually fell.
Keep going up, guys. Look at this. We're nearly at the top of the entire village. Well, no, I guess that's the top, but...
You know, somebody who loved reading books probably in a cool vantage point decided to put the library right here.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Wow, lovely. And while Drew helped the nice lady at the front desk print all of our necessary papers, I went for a little tour of the library, or biblioteca. And wow, besides the Libreria Lello in Porto, which was a huge inspiration for Harry Potter, I have to say that this was the nicest library we had been in the country. This is the library? Look at how gorgeous. Oh, that's the bridge we just came over. Wow, that's excellent.
Are we in a fairy tale?
I know.
It's so stunning.
And we just came to get our papers printed.
I'm excited to come back because I think you can canoe and sup in this river.
You can, like all the way to Vila Nova de Mil Fontes, one of our favorite coastal villages.
I see a walking path down there too.
Maybe on our way back to the car.
Let's take care of what we came for though first.
All right. Back into the charming library. And ooh, I did get all excited about this book solely for the purpose of seeing photos of Portuguese houses and architecture. But all I found were words. Just words. So I know we said we had to go, but we saw this room.
I mean, look at the flower on the ceiling.
Sunflower. Oh wow, we have to make this. And this, look at the mushroom house. This is magical.
And a little puppet stand thing over there.
Oh my god.
I mean, what kid can't be inspired coming to the library and seeing this magical place?
What kid?
What
human?
adult?
Can you make me a giant sunflower?
We need one of those in the mill. I like that it's like the stem and all.
Curious about how to actually craft such a thing, we decided to ask the Type AI app on our phones, which holds all of the knowledge of the ChatGPT API. And within literal seconds, we had a step-by-step, detailed, very practical guide on how to create a giant larger-than-life sunflower. And that's not all that it does. Because it's an iOS keyboard extension app, it can literally type for you on any app or platform right there on your phone. It will find synonyms for you, paraphrase entire paragraphs for you, and it will catch typos and grammar mistakes that autocorrect just can't figure out. Like when instead of pressing space, I accidentally hit a letter and then I have this like long jumble of letters. Type AI always knows. Although I have to say our #1 favorite feature is the translation. You just choose whatever language that you need and it translates it and you just press send. You don't have to copy and paste. It is seamless, and with premium access, you can enjoy unlimited use. And right now, using our link below, you will get a free trial of the premium version of Type AI, and this is an offer that is available nowhere else. By doing that, not only will you have just a world of possibilities to discover, but you will also be supporting our channel, and that means the world to us. Follow that sign.
Wow, the birds.
So fun.
Hey, they're coming back around.
Look at the beautiful horsey. Oh. Wow. Stunning.
You know, he stays really healthy because he's near the health center.
Boom, boom. All right, well, we have all the things that we think we need.
Fingers crossed, we're gonna expect the best possible outcome.
We'll let you guys know what happens on the other side because we're probably not able to film in there. If we can sneak in a clip or two, though, we will. We have our numbers.
Maybe we're up next.
Look at all of these cool artifacts they have. Artifacts. Wow.
We gotta go back to the other room.
Oh, we gotta go back to the other room. Luckily, the wait was like 1.5 minutes. Unfortunately, though, this is not where we needed to go. We have to go to another town, which is what, probably 15 minutes drive?
Yeah, more or less.
She said it's the building in front of the church. So fingers crossed that this is the last place we have to go because we have Portuguese class tonight. So we have to make it back to our area in time for class. We cannot miss it.
I can tell you one thing for certain.
Yeah.
It'll be a beautiful drive.
That's true. There's that. Thank you. Look at this. I packed us a lunch.
Oh, it's warm.
Whoa. It says it's 28 on the dash.
That's like 80 degrees.
Whew. We're definitely parked in a sunny spot. Wow. With high hopes and little time to spare, the pair forged ahead, and as promised, it was a beautiful drive to get there. We parked next to the rosemary bushes. This church is so beautiful up ahead. And so into the village's health center we went, hopefully to find out that we were in fact finally in the right place and with all of the right papers. What a nice beacon of hope after...
Such a confusing moment.
Yeah. Well...
That was quite an interesting conversation with her. She asked us a lot of questions. I don't think she gets people like us in this remote village that have our residency cards. A lot of people in this area are actually workers.
So they are sponsored here to work the farmlands. They pick blueberries, they,
Work the fields. There's just a lot of agriculture in this region.
So they come and they have a social security number, basically the equivalent. We don't, because we don't work here.
Yeah, we work online for a company that we own back in the US.
So anywho, she was like, this is a new card. I don't think she's ever seen a residency card here. But what I think she said was, we have to come back here next Tuesday. They're actually only open on Tuesdays, so we got extremely lucky. If they have questions, they will call us. Otherwise...
I would have preferred email correspondence.
I don't think they do that here.
That kind of conversation on the phone would be very intimidating.
You're right. Wish us luck.
It's like literally the last thing we need to do for all the stuff. We also want to say that this is for the public health services throughout Portugal and along with other countries in the EU. On top of this, we do want to get private health insurance. We've been told by so many people that it's quite inexpensive. It's a really important thing to do, and that's that. So that's the goal behind this. My phone is ringing, and maybe it's her.
That'd be really fast.
It is Otamira. Oh boy.
That's...
Boa tarde.
Sim, boa tarde. É o André?
Sim.
É aqui a Graça aqui do posto de saúde. Eu estive falando com uma colega minha, ela disse-me que, sem ser o título de residência que você deixou fotocópia,
Ok.
tem que ter um documento de identificação, ou passaporte, ou qualquer coisa para depois fazer.
I guess our Portuguese classes must be working because we somehow figured out that she asked for another form of identification, like our passport, which we had on us and we had a copy of. Thank goodness we were still in the area talking to you guys because we could then go back and give them to her before we left.
Okay, perfecto. Até já.
Oh,
that was a lot to take in, and I did my best. Oh, it's a traffic jam.
Well, I guess we're going back already. So, after bringing her the necessary paperwork and then going back home to wait for a week, it was time for us to return, with high hopes and our fingers and toes crossed. Oh, and with our bikes. Because for us, the key to staying healthy is staying active and, as always, squeezing in as many adventures together as possible.
We're on the backside of Monchique, way out there in the distance. Look at that view. Is this the boat you plan to take us out on?
We're just gonna slide it down the hillside.
Are they showing up with the motor? Every now and again, we gotta stop to take in the view and smell the flowers. And right here, I found a beautiful little dandelion. A dandelion. Here you go, my love.
Oh, very sweet.
We're on the dam.
What we came for.
So beautiful. I mean, look at the day. I just had the most gnarly idea. I watched a lot of YouTube GoPro videos and super inspired by action sports. Could you guys imagine taking a mountain bike straight down this incline? That'd be so sick. Something my younger self would have done. Just gonna put that on the shelf for a while and think about it. I mean, just look at that. Could you imagine?
All I see is one amazingly built retention wall. Talk about inspiration. There's so many babies.
There's so many. How special.
Post-bike ride, and we are on our way. And Drew and I wanted to share that while we explained that the reason we had to go to another village was because we had this rental address on our original residency application. And the whole reason that we ended up over here is because of subscribers like you guys, Bob and Karen, who, when we had no idea how to even begin the path of moving to Portugal, they opened up their arms and doors and
sent a ton of documents our way, helping us with the paperwork process and just moving here in general.
So them and this address, if it wasn't for all of that coming together, you know, that was just part of the ingredients that helped make all of this possible. So Bob, Karen, Christina, and Pedro, thank you.
Big thumbs up to you guys.
All right, round 2. Here we go.
Wish us luck. Where are you taking us?
This tree last week just had fuzzy little velvety bulbs on it, and this week they've all bloomed, and they're so spectacularly gorgeous.
And it smells good too.
It's amazing what 1 week of sunshine will do. Right in front of the Banheiros Públicos. That's what helps it smell better.
Nature's potpourri.
Onward. Drum roll, please. We have our numbers.
We got what we came for.
They're inside of this blue folder, but all we had to do was walk in. She had her papers ready.
She was prepared. She knew we were coming back.
We signed our names, and now we have the numbers that we need to be able to get
The
medical
European
care.
health card.
Yeah, in all of Europe. If we ever have an emergency, we have the ability to go. Although we were told that they wouldn't turn us away if we didn't have this number, but at least we are legit now.
They told us a couple places locally that we could come if we need treatment, so that feels really good. Certain places are only open on particular days of the week,
Yes.
and then there's some bigger regional places we can go as well.
And soon enough, we'll be able to like transfer our main place of care to being closer to the water mill. But
Yeah.
for now,
That's another reason we need our habitation license once we complete the mill.
yes, that's right. So many things, they all work together. Wow. Well, we can check this off of our list, and for that, I am grateful.
Since I came back from Florida and the trip when we were apart from each other, this was one of the biggest goals I had on my list, so
Yeah.
well done.
A weight off of your shoulders. Something else to celebrate.
What a day.
We love you guys. Thanks
You're
for
the
making
best.
this extra fun. We love you.
See you guys next episode. And how cute is this little village door? I love these European villages.
Details.
So many places and nooks and crannies to explore. Oh, there's a sheep.
Where? Oh,
Sheep.
On the ridge. Sheep on the ridge. Bah.
Humbug.
We'll see you all in the next episode as our work on the mill continues with some added safety and health precautions. We love you guys.